So
I think a lot of women want to be wives, but don't want the responsibility of a wife. So they want
you can say that again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sheesh.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little deeper.
Drop one on y'all. Cause God damn,
Yeah,
bro.
so we're gonna say that again. They wanna a lot of them wanna be wives, but they want the responsibility of being a wife.
Follow the truth.
What the fuck is up? Back at it again with my boy Mark. What's up with
Yes,
you?
man, we here live in effect.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people something about yourself.
Well, I'm from Miami. You know what I'm saying? I moved here 3 years ago. It's been a blessing.
Oh, you've been out here 3 years?
Yeah,
Okay.
in the Bay.
I heard the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, this nigga ain't from here. He got that country going on.
They always say that, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm blending in. Yeah.
How you like it out here?
Well, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The people cool. The culture nice. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to try new things, meet new people. You know what I'm saying? See new things I never seen before.
You been out this way the whole time?
Well, for 3 years. I went to college out here in Monterey.
Oh, okay.
So this is my first time really in the Bay these 3 years. And it's way different from Monterey, I can say that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What you like about out here?
To be honest with you, just the culture, like how everything is, like how they really into First Friday, they into like all the little festivals that be going on out
They
here.
love the area.
Yeah, exactly.
The Bay Area love the Bay Area.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm from Denver. So
Oh,
I've been
okay.
out here 17 years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely like it's a culture out here. Coming,
Exactly.
You had culture where you at, like they, but in Denver it's like all over the place. Like you got niggas that seem like they from New York, niggas that seem like they from Detroit, niggas that seem
Exactly.
like they from LA, niggas that seem like they from the Bay,
Yeah.
niggas that seem like they from Texas. Like it's all over the fucking place because we really in the middle of the map, so we just get
Exactly.
like everything gets filtered through there before it gets to the other side of the coast.
I could definitely say that. Especially being on the West Coast, you start to see like it's really like the West Coast, like how they be with the low riders, they be with the still people is just like they back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So it's a big culture thing out here. For
Did
sure.
you have expectations of California when you came out here?
Yeah, I could say California definitely met my expectations. So far as like one, the money, but two, like just like I said, we gonna keep harping on like the overall culture of how everything is. You go to Oakland, it's Oakland. You go to San Francisco, it's San Francisco.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Richmond is Richmond. So that's the best thing I like about out here. Like everybody stay to themselves, they stay in their area, and they stay true to that.
Yeah, I had a culture shock, bro. So growing up, you don't think of the Bay in LA. You think
Exactly.
California is California.
California.
So when I got here, we pulled up in San Francisco, and I'm looking like,
So different saying.
what is this? This ain't
homeless.
California.
Yeah.
They don't got yards. I was in Lakeview, so all the houses is condensed and right up on top of each other. So I was confused, like, bro, y'all pranking me. This is
Exactly.
not California.
Yeah.
But as I grew and got to know my way around and shit, I'm like, okay. Like this area out here seemed more like Denver.
Yeah.
Like more of what I'm accustomed to, front and backyards and But San Francisco was definitely a big culture shock. Then like coming from I was in Lakeview in San Francisco.
Okay.
I don't know if you know like about specific hoods
It's,
and shit.
it's
but
different. Just different. I know a little
so I was in Lakeview. That was cool, like a cool little calm area. Then I moved to Pittsburgh with my uncle.
Yeah.
Laid back, reminded me back of home.
Exactly.
Then I moved to Hunters Point with my grandpa. Now that was a whole different ball game.
Yeah?
I said, "Oh no, this the hood."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hunters
Okay.
Point was a different atmosphere. But I can definitely say that's the place that like helped me become a man and find a voice and find myself.
That's what's up.
So I appreciate that aspect of it. But I've seen a lot of traumatizing shit that probably wouldn't have seen had I stayed in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I got that experience from both sides of the shit. One place I ain't never lived in is in Oakland. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oakland.
We
but
definitely shout out to Oakland.
that ain't no place I could see myself living.
Same. I stayed in Oakland for about like 3 months, and I was staying downtown, nice apartments, but you apartment nice, but you go outside, it's chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta it's like, dang, is it worth it?
Right.
Definitely.
What brought you to California?
Well, when I went to college out here, it was like definitely a culture shocks. Definitely being in Monterey, but when I had my son, I moved back to Miami, and then I was in Miami. I'm like, you know what? The opportunities out here is not like the ones I had in California. So I said, you know what? I gotta move back. I gotta like go out there and chase what's out there and see what's out there, because out here it's nothing but crabs in the bucket.
Right.
Everybody don't know what they want to do. It's not that many opportunities. It's, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, the best thing for me to do is go back to where I think I had the most opportunities and go back to where I feel I can find myself. Best decision I ever made in my life, moving back to California, moving to the Bay Area to be exact.
I don't think the Cali niggas really understand how blessed they are to have
Exactly.
what they got in
The
front
resources.
Because, a Cali nigga would say the same thing. Like, oh, it's just crabs in the barrel and it ain't shit out here. Like, nah, if you're not from out here, you can see all the resources out here.
Exactly.
But I feel like that back in Denver, too. Like, damn, it's a bunch of opportunity out there. Not as far as entertainment and shit, but, like, opportunity for money. It's a bunch of opportunity out there because it's a bunch of shit that people ain't touching on.
Exactly.
Like being out here learning the game, like Tupac said, I learned the game in the Bay.
Exactly.
So I'm always represent the Bay. It's by way of Denver, but I'm always from the Bay. Even when I go back,
definitely
like
the Bay Area is my second home. Definitely, I can honestly say that this is definitely my second home. I'll always come back here, no matter how old I am. It's my second home. But as you said, in Miami, it's more entertainment than anything. So far as the getting money aspect, it's kind of frowned upon to have a job. You know what I'm saying? Because they paying so little and everything like that. But when you come to the Bay,
about $12
man, probably $11. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out there, man. Rent, 2 bands, Cali prices. So it get hard to survive. Everybody want to look rich too. So to blend in with the culture and blend in with the Miami, you know what I'm saying, area and everything like that. But like you said, you come to California, you can just be yourself and go in your little shell and find who you are.
Exactly.
Find out what what's your purpose in this world. So I think that's the blessing I came upon coming to California, to the Bay Area.
A lot of these niggas kind of grew up and inherited beef though.
Yes,
like
sir.
If you go to the inner cities and shit, a lot of them grew up taking on beef that really didn't have shit to do with them. Yeah, so it's a bit different for them. But for niggas coming out here trying to make a name for themselves or trying to be somebody, it's resources out here. That's what one thing I do love about here is like,
exactly.
I do shit with music, now the podcast and graphics, and everybody was obtainable. Like I done had projects with the good majority of good names in the Bay Area, and it's because they all obtainable. Like I done been around 40, I done been around Short, I done been around Fab.
Exactly. And I just think like they don't understand that out here you can just people are friendly in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like people done came up to me, just they don't even know me, and just gave me like resources. Hey bro, you should do this for housing. You should do this if you want more money with this. And it's like I'm not used to that. And they don't be getting that. I'm like, bro, I'm not used to all that, bro. Like, y'all don't even know me. Y'all just give me all this information. So it's like, that's the biggest thing I learned out here, like the networking. You know what I'm saying? You'll meet somebody, you don't know who they know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they up to. You don't know, what I'm saying, what they can be. You know what I'm saying? Just because they in something regular, whatever the case can be, you don't know what they have at home. So best thing I do, I always treat everybody the same. Come with good spirits, come with good energy. And I've been blessed for that. You know what I'm saying? Learned a lot of resources and learned a lot of things. Been out here the 3 years I've been out here.
For sure. Like if you stick to yourself out here, it's good. Like
best thing to do.
I was just a nigga that would say what's up with everybody. So if I go to San Francisco, I can go anywhere.
Exactly.
Like I'm not sheltered to one spot. That shit didn't kept me from being robbed. Nigga, I was walking home one day and a nigga kind of dipped up out of nowhere, and as I was walking faster, he was getting closer.
Yeah.
And he like was, hey, I turn around, he like, oh, I'm fucking with the wrong nigga. Come with me. I'm trying to get in some niggas' pockets. Like, nah, bro, you got that.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for knowing who I was, because had I not been one of them friendly niggas that just say what's up to everybody, he would have got on me.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd have been bad. So, stay in your lane, man. Especially when you go into other people's territory.
Yeah, definitely. You don't know where you at and everything like that. You definitely got to stick and move.
For sure. So how was your childhood? You grew up in a 2-parent household?
No, you know, I'd be with my mom mostly throughout the week, then my dad on the weekends. Growing up was hard, you know what I'm saying? Struggle, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it through Miami, but things got better as I got older, you know what I'm saying? As I got to high school, you know what I'm saying? Middle school, my mom started to make a little more money, so things started to get a little better. But overall, you know, growing up, I want to take nothing back from it. You know what I'm saying? All the learning experiences, just going through everything, you know what I'm saying? Seeing things early.
Right.
Biggest blessing I ever had. The experiences.
Was you like in the inner city when you was out there?
Yeah, of course. I was definitely in the inner city, down south, you know what I'm saying, Miami.
Because that's a whole different ball game.
Definitely. You know
pork and beans, I see that on First 48 all the time.
Yeah, definitely. Pork and beans in the city, that's where the city girls from. Shout out to the city girls. But yeah, you know, Miami is very treacherous, but you know, like you said, you just gotta, people see the tourists, the beaches and everything, that they think that's Miami. Well, nah, you gotta come to the inner city and really get the culture and really get the feel of it. But like I said, it's a blessing just to, you know, experience that and be out here right now.
Yeah, one of the best niggas I've met out here is from Florida. Mm-hmm. I want to say he's from Miami.
Okay.
But that nigga a Seminole fan. It's the U over here.
Yeah.
I don't know
definitely
where he got that idea. But,
yeah, you know, they be, you know, kind of.
Shout out to my nigga Black.
There you go.
But yeah, he from out that way. And we, you know, we two niggas from not out here, so we end up gravitating towards each other.
Exactly.
Once that was something we had to bond with. Damn, you just said something. You play sports and shit?
Yeah, I played football. You know, growing up in Miami, you got to do something, either selling drugs or playing football. You know, that go, you know what I'm saying, playing basketball or doing some type of sport. So I played football. I got far with it. Like, you know, I went to college. I went to Minnesota first, and then from there, that's when I went to California. And that's when I learned everything and, you know, got a degree and everything like that.
Okay, what's your degree here?
I got a criminal justice degree.
Okay. See? Got a communication degree.
Oh, there you go. Communication is key.
Two niggas with degrees.
There we go.
Beating statistics.
Yes, got to. Communication is definitely big, especially in society today.
Right. So how was you went D1 playing football? How was that experience?
I went D2, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. D2. Now they flew me out. They definitely spent that bag on me. You know, I had a private chef and everything, own apartment, everything like that. But Minnesota was just buzz, and I was young. Like, I wasn't happy, you know what I'm saying? You know, playing football and everything. That then, like, they said I couldn't really like play my first year because I had the red shirt because the NCAA didn't have my Spanish credit from high school. It was some like weird stuff. So I'm, you know, just being a regular college kid on scholarship and everything, getting all the benefits and everything like that. It was cool, but just wasn't for me.
Shit in Minnesota.
Man, right? When it started snowing and people trying to go out, and I'm like, I'm from Miami, you know what I'm saying? It don't even get over, man. It don't even go below 60. So it's like I'm out here in the snow. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but you know, I'm in the apartment all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the food, you know, I got a little chef, but I wasn't happy. Then, you know, we gotta practice in the snow. We had a little dorm, but you know, they want to give you the feel for the game,
right?
So, you know, practicing the snow, that stuff, it was cool. It just was, I just didn't see myself being there long term and learning and building myself up. So I had to change, you know, the area and change where I had to go.
Facts. Because I got recruited out here to College of San Mateo.
Okay.
A JUCO.
Okay.
I didn't have no grades for D1 or D2.
There you go.
But yeah, that's what brought me out here. So
okay.
Just the experience was different.
Exactly.
Like even the culture of being in the JUCOs and how they interact.
You learn a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But they told me the gray shirt. I had switched schools during like tryouts and shit. Okay. So they had told me the gray shirt, and I kind of was like, nigga, what? Gray shirt? I'm cool. Good. So I got a job and just went to school. Okay. Never looked back at football.
Wow. And that's a big experience too. Like, especially being in an area that you're not familiar with, and doing that. That's definitely a big jump. You know what I'm saying? Because you're far from home. You just learning a new area and just trying to, you know, make your way. So
I was supposed to be out here for 6 weeks, turned into 17 years.
Oh, that's a long time saying.
Yeah.
If you want to add up Cali, my college experience, I've been out here for 6 years. You know, so I really don't count Monterey because when I was in Monterey, I feel like I was in Mexico. Shout out to Salinas, but woof, man, I feel like I was in Mexico. Nothing wrong with that though. I love my Mexicans, man. I love y'all.
Yeah.
But definitely was an experience, I could say. But coming to the Bay, the culture is the Bay Area. Like, you gonna feel it if you get here. They welcome me. They built my car, you know what I'm saying? First 2 months out here. I had to get it, man. I had to get it. The bipping is, number one out here.
I only been hit once.
Me too. Only once. I've been riding for my car. I was in Target for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Bipping, as known in the Bay Area, a black market side hustle where individuals will break the window to your car and steal any personal items that you have left in there. Stay safe.
I was at work. Niggas hit my shit. They didn't even get nothing for real.
Exactly.
I had a bag of nothingness in the car. They grabbed
They stole some AirPods and left the other phone and then threw the phone somewhere, and then somebody called me to pick up the bag. It's crazy.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Don't leave shit in the car.
Don't at all.
Coming to visit.
Don't leave
Don't
nothing.
leave nothing visible.
Nah.
Shit, my partner, he came out here, my best man, and they had a renter. They didn't even have nothing in the car. These niggas hit the car still and went in the trunk, I guess. I don't know. Stole some energy
Tags
drinks.
are important. If you're gonna get a rental, make sure it has a California tag. Any other tag, they will bip your car.
Hit your shit for
they
the
will
show.
bip your car, 100%.
Shout out to the bippers.
Definitely.
Bum ass niggas.
Do anything to get some money. Nothing wrong with
feel
it.
it,
Man, it's hard out here. Man, it's hard out here.
Take that shit to Burlingame and San Mateo, my nigga. Stop doing that shit in the inner cities. We don't got shit.
Man, it's hard out here.
Y'all taking shit from people that don't got shit is ridiculous. Man. Nonetheless. So how was your relationship with your parents growing up? Like you said, you split the time and shit.
Yeah, I think, my relationship with both my parents was great. You had different relationships. Like my mom, it was more like, serious relationship. My dad, he was more like my best friend. Like, I talked to my dad, you know what I'm saying? My mom was just more on me, but it's all love, tough love, make everything. So, I think both my relationship, my parents were really good, you know what I'm saying? Excellent, to be honest with you. I could talk to them about anything, tell them anything, and that was the best thing about my parents. I can have a conversation with them and not be judged. So I think that got us far in life.
They both still here?
Nah, my dad passed away in July.
Oh, damn, recently.
Yeah, recently.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So how are you handling that?
I kind of run from it, to be honest with you, because I talk to my dad every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So, talking to somebody every day, laughing on the phone with them all the time, and then boof, they gone. It's like, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? And no one really gonna understand what you go through every day. Understand what you feeling. So, I just kind of not try to think about it too much, but grieve at the same time and understand that he is in a better place, and I gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, it's been 35, been 31 years since my pops died. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm just, but it didn't. I had to be grown to even try to understand what was going on, or process how I felt and how it helped or hurt me in the long run. Shout out to my mama. She did the best she could.
Shout out to the mom.
She tried to put some people in place to help me grow up and become a man and all that, but it's hard,
Definitely.
Everybody's still trying to live their lives, and moms was young, the men around me were young at the time, so the mindset wasn't all the way there for being a man, and their relationships with their pops wasn't the best either. So it'd be like that.
Definitely.
What's some lessons that you got from your dad that you can remember? Shit that stick out to you,
one is that hurt people. So always watch out for that. If you hurt someone and they hurt and they doing things out of hurt, you gotta just understand why they doing it. Understand how to move on from that situation. Understand how to even handle that situation. Because I feel like when you hurt and you feeling what you're feeling, you just think about destruction. Think about ways to hurt someone else. Think about ways to just try to, make a person having a good day have a bad day. So, just try to heal in your own way.
Right.
I think that was a good lesson from him that I really learned and ran with.
How was both parents as far as discipline out of that?
Well, mom do stay and play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mom didn't
put
play.
the paws on you.
Yeah, man. So my mom, she was really hard on me, but it was more tough love. So, and it kept me out of the things, you know what I'm saying? Her being hard on me and, showing me that nah, you're not going to, do this, or you're going to be in trouble. So I think that made me into a man in certain ways because I didn't do certain things because I was, like my mom, bro. She had killed me, bro. She catch me. So I was like, and that kept me out of trouble because you see other people like the path they went down when they didn't have the, tough parents.
Structure.
Exactly. Yeah. And they could do what they want to do and everything like that. And you see them now. It's like, damn, I'm thankful that my mom was on me like that. I'm thankful that she was, making sure I didn't go the wrong way when I, was in the path to go the wrong way. Like, hang around the wrong people can take you down that path. But, she always put me back on track and it kept me refocused. And that's the biggest blessing, I could say.
Shout out to moms.
Definitely shout out to moms.
Shout out to the moms doing what they could.
Man.
With all the moms trying to raise good young men.
Definitely.
Shout out to y'all.
Especially the ones doing it by themselves. Especially the ones doing it by themselves. Shout out to y'all too.
And shout out to the dads that may not be in the household, but still are father figures.
Definitely.
Because I hear a lot about deadbeat dads, but all the niggas I know take care of their kids.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Well, that I know of. Mm-hmm. I see them with their kids.
Well, you can't be cool with me if you don't take care of your kids.
Yeah, I don't even know how that would sit with me.
Yay.
I was with a nigga around you, we playing a game, and you got a son out there that, come on now.
Come on now, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit don't gotta take care of your kids.
Makes sense.
If it make it feel good at that moment, you gotta do it, deal with them 18 the rest of that kid's life, man.
Right.
And be there for that kid, you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Some of my best feelings come from being a dad.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't see how a nigga could just not do it.
Yeah, nah.
Like even with this story with Anthony Edwards coming out and he don't want nothing to do with the child.
That's crazy.
I don't get it. You gonna pay the money and then not be in the child's life.
Yeah, you might as well just handle up,
And I just seen a little story about Karl Malone got a couple kids out here. One went to the WNBA, the other one in the combine. I don't know, man. Maybe money changed the perspective of this shit, but man, I love being a father.
Definitely.
Shout out to the dads.
Shout out to the dads.
How did Pop show you love?
Just by, doing little things so far as like just instead of just talking about it, being about it, taking me fishing, taking me around in the cities, taking me around my family, show me where I'm really from. You know what I'm saying? Also, teach me things that I need to know just to be out here in life, period. You know what I'm saying? The streets, the book smarts, everything. Like, you gotta keep your head on the swivel out here in this world and make sure your head is straight because people will try to trick you out your position. So, just stay focused and keep your head on straight.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't say that I had. I think I was shown more what not to be than like what to be. Mm-hmm. So I was still searching for that.
I can say that as well. That's a good way to put it. I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how does like your parenting style compare to how you was brought up?
Well, I just think, like when you grew up a certain way, you try to stay away from the way you grew up. So like right now in my son's life, he has two good parents, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. So I think with that being said and us being financially able to take care of him, it makes life better. You know what I'm saying? Him be able to go with his mom and do things, go with his dad and do things. And, it's a great experience. It's things I didn't have when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Because my parents were young and they didn't have it all together, was figuring out along the way and had other kids they had to worry about as well. So, you know what I'm saying? With that, it comes with a lot. And, especially when you somewhere where you're struggling and you're trying to figure it out along the way. With me, it's kind of like, not saying I got it all together, but, with one kid and, his mom doing good, it makes it easier on both of us.
Facts.
Yeah. Definitely.
I remember just growing up, like there was shit just, when you in your feelings and moms done did something like you can't go outside because you done got in trouble. I was like, man, I would never do that to my kid. Like, go outside. Yeah. Now kids don't even want to play outside.
Nah, all this technology they have now.
Right.
It's not cool to go outside.
What was another thing? It was another thing I was thinking of. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, it was just little shit like even whoopings. Like
it's definitely different now.
Never had to whoop my son, but it's a whole different Like I don't hear too many people having to whoop their kids or whooping their kids in general.
Just gotta just talk to them a little more aggressive now.
Yeah, it's more conversation
Yeah,
based.
got to. And you know, with society now, you know that it's frowned upon to whoop your kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, whoop your kid a certain way, man, you might go to jail nowadays. And when all of it, you're just trying to keep that structure, but you got to just watch how you do things, you know, and watch how you discipline them. You know, especially like I said now today, because you may have good intentions and think you're doing the right way, but they go to school with a certain mark or certain thing, and you have those, you know, teachers or anything that may think something's wrong, you know what I'm saying? And you can't blame the kid for reacting a certain way when you're just trying to teach them a lesson. So you just got to just watch how you do things nowadays, definitely.
Facts.
But communication is key.
Yeah. We definitely more of a mental generation
Definitely.
than that physical ass whooping we was getting growing up. Like my mom apologized for it. She apologized to me and my sister for being physically harmful to us.
Okay.
But we
Yeah,
both
my mom
kinda
never
was
apologized
like,
for my ass, but it's okay. You ain't got to,
and
Mom.
we both kind of was like, nigga, that shaped me to who I am.
Yeah.
Man. I needed them ass whoopings.
Definitely.
It didn't stop me from getting more, but
yeah.
I needed them ass whoopings for sure.
Definitely.
I was doing shit that I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
But I see how it shaped me as an adult too. Just shit I know that I shouldn't be doing, and I rarely do it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I'm perfect and just don't do it.
Man, no one's
but
perfect.
Yeah, I do. I'm limited the amount of shit that I do that I shouldn't be doing. So shout out to moms for that.
Definitely. Shout out to Mom
Sure. What type of legacy do you want to leave for your child?
Just a legacy, just to build upon itself. You know what I'm saying? Have the blueprint to survive in life, to win in life. I think that's the best blessing I could give him, because life is so hard right now. A lot of people, even 40 years old, 50 years old, still don't know what they want to do with their lives. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think the best thing to do is give him structure and teach him how to be himself and survive in this world that we live in. That's the best thing I could do for him as a father. You know, let him make his own decisions when he become an adult, but give him the structure and the guidance to understand that this life is hard. You gotta know how to move, and you gotta know the things to do, not to do, to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because the person will trick you out your position very easily nowadays.
Facts.
Definitely.
I think one of the hardest things, as far as like leaving a legacy or helping them get further, is not knowing where the fuck the world is going from here.
Exactly.
Like they predicted we would be in flying cars by now, and we just don't know what the future holds. So it's hard to give them information of shit that they gonna go through that they probably won't go through, or that they will go through and we'll never see that shit.
Exactly.
Like we've never been through it because it's a whole different era. Like our parents couldn't warn us about social media,
You can.
so we can do that now. But then it's gonna be another thing pops up as they're adults. Like damn, they don't know how to handle it.
And then, like, not to cut you off, but like we stated before, there's so many resources. Like before, it's like in the 90s, they didn't have Airbnb, they didn't have Turu, they didn't have things to make themselves an entrepreneur or get certain incomes off of it. DoorDash, Instacart, you know, you just wake up and click a button on your phone and you just making money.
And you making money, right?
They didn't have those type of resources. So I just think, like you said, it's gonna be way more resources in the future. So you just don't even know what to even tell your kid what to do, because the world changes every day in so many ways. So it's just, you know, you just got to learn as you go, because we all still learning. You know what I'm saying? Technology is new for all of us. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones, like you said, back in like the 80s, they didn't really have phones. So now you can FaceTime and, you know, see somebody face across the country. So, you know, it's just a blessing. You just got to like step up and just learn yourself the best way and just survive how you got to survive, man.
Yeah, that's why I try to stay into what my kids is into.
Definitely.
Just make sure I'm still up on game with
Got
shit.
Got to.
Because I've been like an old man my whole life. Like I really wasn't into the same shit everybody was into, but I knew it and I understood it.
Exactly.
So that was one thing for me.
Exactly.
Who your biggest role models growing up?
I can say my mom. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people, you know what I'm saying, got different role models. But I can say my mom, because with her, I like, and she probably don't even know this, I tell her sometimes, but you're going to see this video one day. I think with her was the biggest thing I liked about about my mom is how she bounced back from certain situations that we went through in life. Like, the world will be crashing, and she'll just, take a deep breath and, resolve the whole situation and bounce back 10 times harder with something better. You know what I'm saying? Because life would get hard, and, she had 3 kids. So, it was just like, dang, trying to learn along the way and make sure you provide for us is hard. But, how she did it and bounce back, I think that's like, it was very like, I never got, too sad or mad in any situation. I always thought I can overcome it, because seeing my mom go through things and overcome things in certain battles, it showed me a lot. I think that's a big, thing I take and I run with in life.
For sure.
I like.
So how did she influence how you are as a father? Like how you kind of still on the same realm as that last question, but like, what was something that her being your hero led you into fatherhood?
I think just not giving up on your kid, because with my mom, she always pushed me to do what I want to do in life. If I was gonna play football, be the best football player you can be. She transferred my schools, and I want to transfer schools. Like I said, she always pushed me to greatness. So with me, I think that's what I'm gonna do with my kid. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he wants to do in life, I'm gonna tell him, let's do it. Let's be the best at it. Let's push for greatness. I settle just to be average. Let's go for the greatness, and let's go all the way in. I think that's the best thing you could do as a parent. Is just push your kid to do whatever they want to do, and push them to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And then just whatever happens after that, we're gonna take it and run with it.
Yeah. Hey, I feel it.
Yeah.
What's some of the biggest challenges you face as a father?
Learning how to be a better father, because sometimes we think we're doing things that we are doing good. People like, oh, congratulate you, oh, but you think like, I could do more. You know what I'm saying? I can show them a little more. I can do more. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just critiquing myself as a father, being my me versus me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Being my biggest critic, and you know what I'm saying? Being the best father I could be for my son, and seeing things that I could do different, and seeing things how I could be a better role model. So I think,
give yourself a little grace.
Yeah.
You still learning life as well.
man, yes sir. You better believe that.
We old, but we young.
Yes,
So
definitely.
we still learning our damn selves.
Yeah,
And parenting is an evolving evolution.
definitely.
I think that don't make sense, but it's consistent. It's
Yes.
always changing. Trying to stay ahead of the curve is hard, but it's here. I think one of my biggest challenges as a father, like you said, is trying to be the best role model, or the best representation of teaching him how to be a man and learning myself at the same time.
Definitely.
So hopefully we figure that out. But I just hope, he seems like he's geared for success. We'll see as he gets on. That lazy shit got to cut out. But
Man, for sure.
we'll work on that as he gets older. Right now, you 9. You could be a little lazy.
For sure.
We can whip that shit into shape coming teenage years, brother.
Yep. Teenage years, we're gonna get it right.
What comes to mind when you think about growing up? Is your son out here? Or
Yeah.
how, when you think about him growing up out here?
It scares me a little bit, because, like, every area is different. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up, like, things were different, but not that different. You know what I'm saying? We were so close, and so, everybody picking up the same thing, but, just not let him get lost, because, Bay Area, you can get lost.
Definitely.
You can be in a different area, be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and, what I'm saying, things can happen, but that's anywhere. So you just, like, you try to guide him, put your culture into him, and, just go from there. Also, take him back home, let him see where he, where I'm from. Yeah, exactly.
Take him to them grassroots.
Exactly. And let him, get that Miami culture as well. So I think he'll be cool, the Bay cool.
Yeah, I worry about influence.
Definitely. Influence is key.
We teach them all we can, but they influenced by their peers more than anything.
Exactly. Yes. With their surroundings, what they're around every day.
Yeah, my son got a little friend right now that I'm not too fond of. He be saying weird shit, and he be like, bro, like talking about suicide at fucking 9. All right, what? That's not nothing to joke about, bro. So I had to have a talk with my son about that. Like, I don't really like that. That's your friend right now, but
Yeah.
I had to watch him.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing, like watching who they're around, because that's their biggest influence. Like you said, that's going to have their mind going to what they should do or shouldn't do, or is it okay or isn't it okay, you know what I'm saying? So their peers is number one. You have to
Facts.
look out for, definitely.
What's one of your biggest fears as a parent?
Just hearing something like that, it's life changing for my son. That, that I couldn't help him with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, God forbid, but, traumatic situation where it's like, he's going through something that's out of my hands. It's like, it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my biggest fears as a father. But, like you said, you just try to guide him the best way you can and teach them, like, and just hope for the best, because, they got to go into the real world one day, no matter what. But that's one of my biggest fears as a father.
I just had an experience like that with my son. He was dehydrated, that flu that got around him.
Oh, yeah.
And he was hella dehydrated, and he was like delirious. To the point where he was like not acting like my son and doing weird shit, and it was like traumatizing to me. Like, bro, like I was scared. Like, what if he got brain damage? Like, how do you, like, that shit was very worrisome.
Yeah.
So once he got them fluids in him again, he was fine. But
Okay.
like you saying, all that shit was out of my control, and I didn't know what to do or how to do. And
That's scary.
yeah, it was definitely it was actually my scariest moment as a parent. And he wanted to play football and shit, and I've been scared of that. Like,
Yeah.
I never had no serious injuries.
Yeah, me either.
But
That's one of
I don't know
my
as a
favorite,
parent,
yeah,
like how that shit would sit. Like, just one of
scary,
the kids at his school, because he go to a K through 12 school. He broke his knee in a game. Like,
Oh, Lord.
one of them top players at the school, and he came down wrong and threw his knee out. And I was like, damn, how would I react as a parent? Like, I couldn't even put myself in that position, because it
and then
was
having to give them the encouragement to bounce back from all that.
right, and the confidence, and then like.
Yeah.
If sports was all he was looking for, like, what else now?
there.
Like, how do you
And that's a
get
big
him in the mind frame?
that's a big jump too. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of things that people aren't shaking from, that played football their whole life. That some of my friends, I knew that they played football so long that they don't know how to like get into reality.
Right.
Because that's all they knew. So that's one of the big adjustments they are, trying to make right now.
What we gonna do? I can't do nothing else but play football. Hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. I can't be doing nothing else.
I try to implement, like, if anybody ever asks you what you want to be when you grow up, say a business owner. I don't give a fuck if you don't know what business right now.
Yeah.
At least that's in your mental. Like, all right, my dad always said business owner. What does that mean? What does that look like? What kind of business do I want?
Exactly.
Like, so I be trying to implement little shit that he can gravitate towards once he's older. Because I'm very repetitive with it. I learned that in school, like, being repetitive makes shit stick.
It definitely does.
I mean, you learn that in life too. Repetition is everything.
Definitely.
How do you prioritize your own mental health and like being a father?
Yeah, I just take some time to myself and see some of the things I gotta attack in my own life. And, some good advice someone else gave me is, in order to be the best parent you could be, you gotta make sure your mental right.
Facts.
Because how could you be there for the child if you're discombobulated and you don't know what you want to do and you're, out of order? So I always just try to focus on, like, being in the best mental space and taking the time out to get my mental right. If that's being away from people or talking to somebody or whatever the case may be, just making sure that I'm always, head straight or, just trying to stay focused on what I got to stay focused on.
I be taking that as a red flag when it come to dating and women, and they get to, my kids are my everything and this, that, and the third. It's like, you can't put them above yourself.
You can't.
And
Because you got to be happy one day.
a lot of them are on this spiritual journey of whatever religion, and in religion it's God, then your husband, then the kids.
Yeah.
And I think
I think
us as a culture really gravitate towards that idea. So
I think a lot of women want to be wives, but don't want the responsibility of a wife. So they
you
want
can
to
say that again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sheesh.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little
just
deeper.
drop one on y'all. Y'all hear that? Cause God damn,
Yeah,
bro.
so yeah, we're gonna say that again. They wanna a lot of them wanna be wives, but they want the responsibility of being a wife. And it comes a lot of responsibilities because on the outside world you want to make it look good. We got the wedding, we got the rings and them, but you want to deal with the everyday aspect after the wedding, after all the cheers, after after the ring and after
the
everything.
honeymoon
When
stage.
it gets
Yeah.
real, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna, do this forever. It takes two people. And that's why divorce rates are the highest, because I think before people get married, they're not looking at what this comes with. It's gonna come with us not giving up. It's gonna come with us pushing to push each other to be the best person
see
of
all
ourselves.
the pretty shit.
Exactly.
They want to see
Exactly.
the pretty shit. Like, I think I read somewhere that the success rate is higher for people that don't have big weddings.
Yes. Because you're not looking to impress. You're not looking to
Exactly.
impress. You're looking to love. So you're looking for love. So like I said, with me, marriage, I'm with it. But you gotta just it's gonna take a lot for me to get married, because in like society today, it's like I said, everybody want to get married until you're married, and it's real. You know what I'm saying? And once you're married, ain't no looking back.
Right. It's the microwave generation.
Exactly.
We want to put shit in the microwave and then it be done, and then when it's gone, it's like, oh, okay, next.
Yeah.
We throw people away way too easy.
Yes. Too many options.
Yeah.
Too many options.
I think we have the illusion that there's too many options out here.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody comes with shit.
Yes.
You're gonna have to deal with shit regardless. And I think people get caught up in social media, like, oh, Kevin Gates and Dreka. Do you hear Kevin Gates in his interviews?
Exactly.
Like, you glorifying that shit, not saying nothing's wrong with them, no discredit to them and their relationship. It works for them. But what works for somebody else don't necessarily work for you.
Exactly.
And they'll look at that and be like, oh, I want a relationship like that. Like, this nigga definitely tells you that he fucks other bitches, and exactly. You want a man to be all yours, when in a world where we're very much outnumbered. Kevin Gates come with some strict shit, and just like, oh, I want a man that's healed and wants to be, and like, can you deal with all of that?
Exactly.
Are you healed enough? Do you have the emotional intelligence enough to deal with a man that's emotionally intelligent? Shout out to Trip Fontaine. He gives a lot of good information on emotional intelligence through his podcast.
That's important.
Go check him out.
And everyone's not replaceable.
Facts.
I think a lot of times we wake up in the day and thinking, oh, I don't gotta deal with this. I don't gotta deal with this. There's something else out there. Everyone's not replaceable. Everyone's not gonna make you feel how that person makes you feel. And I think, we have to learn that. I think that we ran from that aspect because we try to we chasing something. We don't even know what we're chasing. We want something. We don't even know what we want.
We think the grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it.
Yes.
That's a quote that stuck with me for a long time.
Yes.
The grass is definitely greener where you water it. So, to those of you that are in relationships or marriages and you feeling like the grass is dead, put some water and some fertilizer on that shit. Rebuild it. Get it back. It's okay. Manage through it.
Yes.
Now, people do fall out of love.
Yes, definitely. But
People
you gotta
fall
know.
back
You gotta,
in love as well.
Yeah, you gotta know when you're out of love, but when you're in love,
Right.
And when things are just an argument, when things are, we can get over things. You know what I'm saying?
And we have a very lustful generation.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I'm victim to that as well.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see what I like, man. I be like, whoa.
Yeah.
We gonna have to try to, test the waters and see what it's
Exactly.
hollering about. Definitely.
But
Definitely. Especially, something to spark your interest, and you just, you're just interested and try to see what it's about or what it is. Especially, like I said, when you're not from somewhere,
Right.
You're trying to experience a different vibe, experience a different person and see what they bring to the table.
yeah, so what's a difference in women that you notice? I wasn't gonna ask this, but
Let's go. We can get there. A difference in like what way?
like a Miami woman to a Bay Area woman.
That's a good question. It's a big difference. I think in Miami, the women like they look for what you see in Miami. Like everybody wants to have money. Everybody wants to have the biggest chain, the whips and everything. I think and you got to be like that all the time. So they want the hottest guy instead of what he what his feelings are and what he brings to the table. That's probably like that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different things. But out here, I feel like I find more homebodies. The women that want to be outside, you know what I'm saying? Women that want to be all, in the streets and stuff like that. I'll find me a couple, you know what I'm saying? I met a couple women that's cool with just being in the house. Because it's not as much entertainment and as much things to do out here than it is like out there.
Especially now. Like back in the day, before we got out here, the hyphy movement, it was a little different experience, I'm sure. But now I definitely get what you're saying with the homebodies for sure.
They definitely they cool with being in the house and they cool out them little activities. And I feel it because in Miami, I'm a different person than when I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's good because you get to get more into your person and learn more about them. All these women out here, they cool with just going to nice little dinner, relaxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it don't always gotta be Ruth Chris. It don't always gotta be STK.
Okay,
So
we can cool. We gotta
I
catch a
went on
vibe.
some real cool dates to Chili's and
Oh,
Applebee's.
but surely, I love Applebee's. But we can outclass it a little bit. But Applebee's definitely a go-to. You gotta find someone that's for you. I'm thinking a lot of times a lot of people like people that don't like them, like someone that likes you. You know
I
what I'm
run
saying?
into that a lot.
Yeah,
I do it too. Like
you try to test the
run
waters.
away from the ones that like me.
Yes, definitely.
Run to the ones that I know don't. But I'm also emotionally intelligent enough to know when somebody don't like me. Like you pick up on some of the rhyme schemes they got going on. It's like,
and know when to back up from that situation. Know when to exit that situation. I think a lot of times we stay in situations longer than we have to. Know when to exit a situation. Know when it's not good for you, and leave that situation alone.
Yeah, I never let it be a detriment.
Nah.
Like I deal with it and entertain it. But I've gotten to a point where like nigga, one not text back, no call back. I'm cool.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with me. It's good. Next.
Yes. And I'm big on right now. I will listen to what a woman wants and everything like that. But once I listen to you and give you certain things that you're looking for and you're not doing anything in return that I'm looking for, I gotta go.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go. Sorry. Not sorry.
Hey, that's a part of growing up, fellas. Yeah, but me and my partner was talking about how a lot of niggas can't tell when a woman's not into them.
Definitely.
Like, and they'll still try to push the issue.
But you got that lust factor. This woman that I've been looking at wanting for so long, she's finally giving me a chance. So I don't want to lose this opportunity because I want that so bad. When that opportunity may not be good for you, brother.
Yeah.
You may have another opportunity out there that may be way better. Can bring you up, and she may not, have all the things that girl have, but she has the things that you need, and I think that's what we gotta look for. And on both ends, what do we need in our life? Now, what do we really want?
Yeah. What do you say? Lord, don't give me what I want. Show me what I need. Oh,
please.
God.
What I need, please.
Yeah. So definitely a firm believer in that. Stop looking for what you want.
I'm with that.
And you're not settling, but for lack of better words, settle for what you need.
Yes.
That's not a settle. That's called self-love.
Oh, yeah. Self-love is the best love.
Facts. So, with Pops being gone, how does that play into your everyday life? Like,
it's kind of, I'm gonna keep it so honest with you, like it's so hard because I find myself just not trying to replace talking to him, but finding someone I can talk to, and when it become to my friends, calling them a little more and everything that, and they probably don't get it, but sometimes you just just try to have conversations with people, even if it's a family member or something, and just try to feel that way. My pops, the conversations we had, and try to relate, but never gonna get that feel back. Never be the same, man. That never be the same, and that's just kind of things I'm kind of like coming with closure with. Like, dang, like, okay, I'm never gonna get that back, and that's what I'm starting to like. Wow. So that's what it really be when I'm thinking about my dad. It's like the talks we had. Like I said, I talk to him every day. You know what I'm saying? We'll have our drink of Hennessy on the phone together. And now people ask me like, why you still drink that? Because, I used to drink with my dad. Yeah, so that's why I drink it. But, I get the Don Juan for y'all, Don, so we could do that, have your little thing. But I'm going to have to drink that hen dog, And that's what I, sip on. Because my dad, Yeah.
Besides like conversations, what do you think the biggest thing you missing from that is, or gonna miss in the future, should I say?
Just protection. I feel like my dad always provided. Like when I would go to Miami, we'd be riding around, anything like that. Like, what I'm saying? Just that, everything we straight right now. Like, and like you said, the conversations and just the things we used to do related in so many ways. And, to the fact that it was just crazy. And, when that person not here no more, it's a closure thing, man. You just try to find yourself and try to replace that, but it's not replaceable. So,
do you think you're at a point where you should or want to seek therapy, like to get through it?
Yeah, but I'm not ready for it yet. I can say that. Like I'm still trying to
Process.
Yes. I think that's the biggest thing is processing it.
And it probably take a minute.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
like you probably ain't even grieved properly.
Definitely,
for real.
I can say that. I'm with you with that. So I think when it comes down to talking to somebody, open up more about it, I think I need a little more time for that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely will do that. I'm nothing wrong with therapy. You know what I'm saying? If you need someone to talk to, if nothing wrong with that, and they might give you some advice on different outlets on how to deal with the situation. But right now, like I'm cool. Right now, I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy.
I feel it.
Yeah.
This is blessing that you of age to really process this shit.
That's one thing I thank God for every day. Cause I think if I was younger, it'd be a lot harder for me. You know what I'm saying? Me being
especially
older.
mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like with me being older and everything like that. And like my mom was there every step of the way. Shout out mom. She like, you know what I'm saying? She was there, you know what I'm saying? Like being there for me, talking to me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Really understanding her that I was feeling in. You know what I'm saying? Understanding she all I got right now. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we're just pushing. Gonna keep pushing. That's all we can do.
I feel you. So what's 3 words to describe how you want to be remembered?
Loving, caring, and passionate.
Loving, caring, and passionate.
Yeah. So I want people to know like I love them, you know what I'm saying? But I also care, you know what I'm saying, about whatever you had going on, whatever you're trying to push through, whatever case may be. But I'm also passionate about everything, you know what I'm saying? Love, being a dad, you know what I'm saying? Being the best person I can be. I'm passionate about those things. That's why I'm even in California. If I wasn't that passionate about that, I would just stay in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Live my life. I had to live it. But I'm passionate, you know what I'm saying? So I want people to take that. I care, I love, and I'm passionate about just life and being better.
So what's for you for the future? What you looking at? Like what's
for the future, some goals, I think everybody has goals, right? Everybody has things they want to accomplish. Everybody have things they want to achieve. I think right now I'm just trying to one, accomplish my goals, but 2, be a better me while I'm trying to accomplish those goals. Find out things that I could do every day to be better, to get closer to my goals, because we're a product of our habits. I think a lot of times certain people have certain habits that probably push them away from their goals and things like that. So for me, I'm just trying to fix my habits and fix the ways I do certain things to push me closer to my goals.
I feel you. You got any questions for me?
Yeah. So you said you've been out here for 17 years. You think you're gonna be out for the rest of your life, or you see yourself moving somewhere else on a new journey? Like how you feel you came to California, make this your second home?
Yeah. So a thought. It was just a thought in the moments, but I was 18 in Denver and 18 out here. It's time to move on to the next journey. Mm-hmm. But with my son being so young and these crucial years coming up, it's hard to say that I'm gonna move in not be a part of that.
Of course. So let me ask you a question. Is the mother from out here?
Yeah.
Okay. So
She grew up out here, out this way too. We met in San Francisco in school. It was actually kind of cosmic. We were supposed to meet. Like all of this shit happened for
a reason, definitely.
We met. I don't think I told this story, so we're gonna tell this story.
Let's do it.
But we met. We had a summer class together.
From summer class to be a motherfucker.
Yeah. So now I was getting ready to turn 21, and me and all my friends from back home, we was going to Vegas in June, because that was the last of us to turn 21.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, you gonna miss this, or you gonna have to drop the class or whatever. So I'm like, fuck it. Drop the class. One day I'm at work and I see her. And this was when I was really trying to do the music shit. Okay. I see her and her sister. She going to eat at my aunt's restaurant. And I go over there and just chop it up like, hey, yeah, we had that summer class and whatnot. And I give her a flyer. Me and my partner was performing at my aunt's birthday party.
Shout out aunt.
So I give her the flyer, and it's probably like 2 weeks away or something. The day of the the party, me and my partner going to get some fits. We go to Burlington's in Daly City, Westlake, and her and her sister there. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like on the same day.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she probably didn't even think about the flyer no more and forgot all about it and just was, living the life. And we exchanged numbers that day. Like, what's up?
That's how you go.
And I think I told her not to come because it was kind of basic. It really wasn't nothing to show out at. But from there, we locked in, and here we are today. Shout out to her because that's my dog.
There you go.
One of my best friends right now, even though relationship-wise didn't work out.
Man,
still one of my best friends.
There you go.
We pretty good co-parents. We have our moments like everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
But we're pretty good with that right now. Shout out to her.
Definitely. Shout out to the moms.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I don't know if after he's 18, if this is where I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
So after high school, we'll figure it out. But I've definitely had some thoughts of getting up out of here.
Yeah, going somewhere
I had
else.
thought maybe LA. It's close, but it ain't
too close.
You feel me? So LA was a spot. Atlanta, and
cool.
I think I had a brief idea of Texas, but
Texas.
I don't
Definitely.
really think I want to live in Texas. It's hard for me to even say I want to live down south because growing up on this side of the coast, on the northern United States, my interaction with police ain't always the best. I think now I'm like more grown and
understanding.
Yeah, but I haven't had the best run-in with police, and I get to talking a little crazy sometimes.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Like, you can get away with that in California.
Yes, sir.
Down south, they ain't having that shit. And I don't know if by the time he's 18, I'm pretty sure I should be cool enough to not even engage in none of that bullshit.
No. And definitely the police really don't mess with you out like that out here. Like I can count probably like 2-3 times I got pulled over out here. Like not that much, but in Miami, boy, oof, I was getting pulled over every other day.
Well, they knew you in Miami because when I was in San Francisco, it was definitely used to. But I had they even had a name for my car. They called it the Red Blur. I had a red Camaro back in the day. I was walking down the street and one of the beat cops was like, "Hey, where's the Red Blur?" I'm like, what? Like the Camaro. I said, oh, you niggas have a name for my car. It's crazy. So y'all know exactly who I am.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like into shit anyway, so it wasn't never anything they could really. I mean, they can make some shit up, but I was cool. And there was a police officer that always used to pull me over. I don't know what this nigga's infatuation with me was, but he literally always pulled me over every time he was weird. But yeah, shout out to SFPD.
Definitely shout out to them.
It's crazy. Anyways, so my end all question to people: what is one truth people have a hard time accepting about you?
That I'm blunt. I'm honest. You know what I'm saying? I know it may come in different forms of honesty, but I try to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I think some people like it, some people don't, but it's okay.
Right.
I'm okay with, you know what I'm saying, accept the honesty too. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people think I can't accept the truth, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I accept that. You know what I'm saying? But blunt. I'm very blunt. Straight to the point. We're not going to sugarcoat it. I don't like my time wasted. So I like to just, you know, cut to the chase. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want from you. You either want to do that or you don't.
Okay, met the expectations.
Man.
Or at least most of them. Give me 80%. We could be cool. I can deal with the other 20.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, shout out to you. Appreciate you for showing up. Want to give you your flowers.
Man, thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you for opening up about Pops.
Oh, got you. You good.
Fatherhood.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you continued success and
same to you, brother.
Your endeavors and
thank you.
Some successful grieving process.
Man, appreciate
for sure. Yeah, like I said, I want to give you your flowers, bro. Appreciate you for showing up. And this is the Holler the Truth podcast,
Definitely,
giving you
man.
the truth for the future, the present, and the past. But I gotta ask, can you handle it?
There we go.